The best thing that you could do is become resourceful as an entrepreneur. And so when you're thinking about startup costs and investment costs and all that stuff, and you guys are out here talking to these different IMOs, different uplines and agencies, everybody has their own little story of like why they couldn't make it as an independent agent, or why being independent is much better than being captive, right? And what's really the difference? Like a non-captive agency is just someone who will release your contracts with no contingencies. Maybe there's some breach of contract when it comes to being independent, maybe not. But what's the difference between that and being a captive agent? Well, the main difference is that your expenses are going to be front loaded by your upline, like leads, system and software costs, things like that, a phone number possibly. So it gets tricky because you're entering in this business not really knowing where to start, and there's not very clear, definitive answers of what you need to be successful in this business. So what I'm going to talk about today is really just going to be primarily based on telesales. That's all I want to tell you guys about is telesales. I don't do door-to-door. I don't do in-home presentations. I don't do Zoom calls. I can only speak on my experience as an independent life insurance agent who does telesales. I'm vested day one. I'm not captive. My contracts started at 110%. As a life insurance agent, guys, I've never gotten a contract less than 110%. Straight up. So anybody that is less than 110%, you're captive and you're buying leads, stop watching this video. Go find a better place. Straight like that. Like, bro, go find a better place. Did you know information, just by absorbing and really retaining information, you could automatically increase your pay? That's one piece of information that could literally increase your income overnight. Just go find someone who's willing to pay you more. As a new agent, as a brand new agent, my contract started at 110%. I had calls with other agencies that were starting at a lower percent. Their leads were lower as well. And there just wasn't any good reason for it. I just couldn't find out why this place was offering 110 and this place was offering 60 or 80. And it just didn't make sense to me. So I just thought I'd find the fairest place to start out at, right? So just from there, your starting point is much higher than somebody who has lower level information than what you have, right? And that's kind of the next thing I want to talk about is structure. How you structure your business is everything in this game. All you need is software structure and your pay structure. Once you guys can understand those two simple things, you're headed in the right direction. What software do you need to be a successful telesales agent? It's what I call the 3 pillars. The first one is a CRM, and hopefully that thing includes a dialer, right? Literally just a way for you to efficiently contact your leads. We're not even going to talk about leads right now. You just need an efficient way to contact your leads. If you have to pull out your phone and manually dial a phone number on your cell phone, that's crazy. And I hope that your contracts are not less than 110%, because off rip, you guys are just creating an obstacle, a barrier, and a less efficient way to contact interested prospects. So bare minimum, please get yourself a CRM and a way to contact leads with efficiency. The second thing that you must have is a way to efficiently quote. You need a way to quote clients and not have to freaking become an underwriting machine. Guys, you realize there are people with jobs, 9-to-5 W-2 employees who their whole job is to underwrite applications. You're an insurance agent. You're not an underwriter. You don't need to know every single underwriting impairment for every single carrier. And when I onboard new agents, and I really try to just tell you what the best route is, the path of least resistance, the easiest way for you to make it in this game and the most profitable way. You guys still think that I'm talking shit or I'm trying to like pull strings and stop you guys from contracting from a million carriers. Guys, think about the underwriting aspect, right? If you have like 20 different carriers that you guys are writing different business through, that's like thousands of underwriting impairments that you're trying to remember or commit to memory to be able to write. That's just one reason why I say, dude, streamline it. Keep it freaking simple. I write with like 3 carriers, bro. And those 3 carriers are set up in such a way that it's the most profitable, it's the easiest to write an application, and they have the most leniency when it comes to underwriting, the less chargeback contingencies, meaning some carriers will charge you back the full 12 months if your client charges you back and they've made 6 months of premium payments. I bet you guys didn't know that. Not every carrier does chargebacks the same, right? So these are all set up in a way that are gonna make the agent the most profitable and the less liability possible, right? The third thing in the structure is your application process. If you guys are doing like face to face, you know, I don't really know. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I could write an application face to face unless they had an e-application. I'm just used to using e-applications, and the way that I do that is with voice signature processes, right? So everything is already meticulously thought out, it's done, it's completed. We actually have the technology requirements, and it's an all-in-one platform. So all you need is just one platform to smoothly go from an interested prospect to a closed, signed, and submitted application, right? Simplicity is key. The second thing in structure that you need to know to become the most profitable in this game is your pay structure. How are you guys being compensated, right? Is it 110% from 0 to 79, right? Is it 95% from 79 to 90, age 90? How are you guys getting paid? Are you even getting paid at 110%? Do you have a commission level cap? Can you get your contracts to 115, to 120, to 130? Is that possible, right? Are your leaders harping you on recruiting and getting a 5, 10, 15% override? Or are there different structures in place in order to make all sides profitable, right? So something that we have done, that we figured out from years in the business, trial and error, right, is that we actually only get agents who are serious about building and churning production, meaning we don't harp on recruiting. Our bulk amount of money comes from producing, right? It doesn't come from you going to your grandma and your mom and your sister and your uncle, your niece and your brother and telling them to join your IMO and then selling them insurance and everybody that's not what we do. That's not even a way to just plug into a system, right? You're not plugging into a system. You're actually like selling and soliciting friends and family. Like, who the hell wants to do that? Just because little Johnny works at McDonald's doesn't mean every day he's got to call his freaking family and sell them cheeseburgers. Like, that's terrible, right? So what we do is we come up with a way that's less antagonist. You're not bothering friends and family. You're not generating your own leads, right? We have a number and we have a lead source where interested prospects call you. They're calling your phone. All you need to do is pick up the phone, do your job, say the words, say it with conviction, make the sales, rinse and repeat day in and day out. Simple scales, guys. Simplicity scales, okay? When you guys start to try to do things a little bit more complex and stuff like that, then you're just adding more complexities for you as the agent. So I hope this video helps you guys. Also, one more tip, right? If you guys are having trouble like trying to figure out ways to finance this whole deal, buy leads, buy the systems, buy the softwares, use easy shit like common sense, right? What does common sense tell you to do? Go get a part-time job, right? Go Uber, like do DoorDash, do Uber Eats if you have a vehicle, right? If not, again, go get a part-time job. Why can't you go get a part-time job? Go sell some shit laying around your house. All you need is one solid lead order. That's it. At least with my company, I know that I can speak on the leads, the conversion rates. If you buy 100 leads here, you're going to get 8 sales out of it, and you probably just need right around $1,000. That might sound like a lot, but when you talk to somebody like me, who's literally came from nothing and made it out of nothing, bro, I can show you how to make that $1,000 quick, bro. It ain't gonna be the same day, but I can show you how to stack it quick, be able to get that money, buy those leads, and invest in yourself. The only reason why you're not doing it is because you don't truly believe that you're the person who can do it. So tap in with the right leadership, tap in with the right people, and let's get it. I adopted a formula.